Hello there folks, my name is David Wuppe and today I am going to walk you through the process of creating your own private cloud storage server. You may be wondering why you would need such a thing, but think about how convenient it would be to be able to seamlessly transfer files between your phone and your computer. And for those of you who create a lot of video and audio content such as myself, you can see how convenient it is. And the best part is it is stored locally on your own private network. So if you want to find out, please like, subscribe, and I'll be creating more content. We're going to get started by using the Raspberry Pi Imager to install a fresh image on the Raspberry Pi. So let's go to raspberrypi.org, then we head over to the downloads page and you can download the Raspberry Pi Imager for Windows. In this particular instance, I'm not going to be downloading it because I've already got it installed. Now, the version of the Raspberry Pi OS we'll be using is called the Raspberry Pi OS Lite, which is this one right here. What the Lite means is it doesn't have a desktop environment, meaning we'll be doing everything from the terminal. Download the zip file and you can go ahead and unzip it when you're done. Now that we've got that out of the way, we're going to need to install a terminal program. Personally, I like to use Windows Terminal, and you can go ahead and get it from the Microsoft Store. Click Get and it will install Windows Terminal to your computer. This is a very powerful terminal program which we'll use to remotely connect to our Raspberry Pi 4. Now we're going to image the drive. We've got the Raspberry Pi Imager open and click Choose Operating System. Scroll to the bottom and navigate to the location of your saved operating system image. After that, choose the SD card you want to write to. I've got a 32GB SD card in my computer and click Write. You're going to get a warning that all existing data will be erased, and if you're okay with that, click Yes. Depending on the size and performance of your drive, this process normally takes a few minutes to complete. As you can see, the write was successful and we can go ahead and remove the microSD card from the computer. Click Continue and open up File Explorer. After taking the card out and putting it back in, you should see that your drive shows up. The reason we reinserted the SD card into the computer is because there are a few changes we need to make in this folder before we install it in the Raspberry Pi. We're going to right-click, select New, and then create a new text document. This one will be named SSH. This file should actually have no extension, so you need to go to View and then click File Name Extensions, and it will allow you to see the name extension of the file. Select the .txt and erase it. You'll receive a warning when you press Enter, but don't worry, click Yes. This file named SSH will let the Raspberry Pi know that we want to enable SSH, and it will allow remote connections as soon as the Raspberry Pi unit is powered up and connected via Ethernet. While I highly recommend using Ethernet for this particular project, some of you may need to connect your network via Wi-Fi, like is the case with a Raspberry Pi Model 3A, which does not have an Ethernet interface. So this file, which we'll later call WPA supplicant.conf, is what we'll use to enter our Wi-Fi parameters. In this section, enter your country code. I am in the US, so I'll replace this entire section with US. And then for the network, you can put whatever the name of your Wi-Fi network is. You replace this with whatever it is, whatever. And for the PSK, this is where you enter the password for your Wi-Fi. And next, we'll need to save this file. We will save it as WPA_supplicant.conf save. Go ahead and remove the microSD card from your computer and install it into the Raspberry Pi. Next, you will need to plug in your Ethernet cable and an external SSD or hard drive if you prefer. I'm using a Kingston SSD, and provide power to your Raspberry Pi. And in the next tutorial, I'm going to show you how to remotely connect to the Raspberry Pi using SSH. We'll install something called Docker, which will make installing Nextcloud extremely simple, and you can start up as many instances of it as you want. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope that you enjoy. Subscribe, like, comment, and I will see you next time.